I'm Giselle Roeder, the author of We Don't Talk About That. I was recently privileged to be able to sign copies of my book at the local chapter's store. The people who talked to me seemed most interested in my escape from East Germany and the Berlin Wall. This may well have been a result of the recent program on CBC's television entitled Busting the Berlin Wall. Can you think of any good reason why you would want to escape from your country? I am not talking here about some criminal act causing you to hide or evade punishment. No, I am talking about not being able to feel free anymore, not being able to talk openly, always being afraid that you might say the wrong thing, even to members of your own family. As many as 60,000 people escaped monthly from East Germany to the West. A number of them lost their lives when they were shot by other East Germans, who could easily have been their brothers, cousins, or friends, boys who had grown up after the war ended in 1945 and had become part of the East German police force. On October 5th, 1955, the day when I escaped, over 16,000 escapees registered in the West. The 2 shots fired after me as I made my getaway could very easily have hit me, but I like to believe the young policeman missed on purpose. Maybe he lost his life because of it. The orders were, after all, shoot to kill. 2 Berliner men pulled me onto a moving train. Luckily, the train kept rolling and was not stopped as a result of my escape. To stop this mass exodus from east to west, the Berlin Wall was built overnight on August 13th, 1961. Nobody, absolutely nobody, except the senior officials knew about it. And to this day, people still wonder how the government could possibly have organized it so secretively and so efficiently. The wall went straight down the middle of streets for some kilometers. Families or friends were cut off from each other. In fact, if you had been unlucky enough to have been visiting in either East or West Berlin, maybe even just across the street, you were stuck. You could not return. Days later, those people living in the houses along the wall on the eastern side were evacuated, and all the windows of the buildings bricked up. The rest of the country was fenced in with miles and miles of barbed wire and a wide strip of mined no man's land. Towers for sharpshooting guards were built. East Germany became one huge prison. Many were killed or wounded in attempting to escape, but they just did not give up trying to reach what is often not fully appreciated by the populace of Western countries: freedom. Did you ever think about freedom? What does freedom mean to you or your family? What does freedom mean to your friends? Is it something we just don't think about because freedom is something we take for granted? I was lucky to reach my freedom before the Berlin Wall was erected and to have escaped injury when I was being pulled aboard that moving train. Unless you have lived under an oppressive regime such as that in East Germany, it is hard to imagine what freedom means. It is a strong incentive for those seeking it.